Greetings out there in YouTube land. This is Morris Man. As always, I thank you guys for coming to my channel. Let me turn up my volume. Okay, now it sounds distorted, but I hope that it isn't on your end. I'm going to entitle this, I've done a series of these called Reading Between the Lines. And basically what that means is people tell you one thing and people do another. And based on what they tell you, you can kind of determine because I guess I've always been extremely observant, or listen to people. I watch their actions, and it's like, do they kind of match up, Because I watch this like nightly news show, and I forgot the lady's name, Rachel Maddow, I believe, and she says in her promo, not listen to what they say, but watch what they do, And I find that to be interesting. So this is another installment of that. And it goes like this. I had somebody contact me inquiring about a DVD bundle. I'm like, not a problem. I can mail you out that. And then they wanted me to do 3 bass covers. And I looked them over. I said, well, 2 of them are definitely doable. The third one can't do it because they did, a studio trick in the studio where they sped up the master. So that song is in between keys and you can't play along with the record because it's in between keys. So can't do that one. So I said, I can do the other 2. So she's like, okay. Gave him the price. He was cool with that. So, and unfortunately, as a result of this, I won't do this anymore. I only do this to people that I've already have had, I guess, a track record with as far as they request something and they pay me. I'm like, I get on this now because I know you'll pay me when you say you're going to pay me, So I made this mistake and I won't make it again. People that I initially, they contact me for stuff. I'm like, now you just got to pay me before I get started, So gave him the price, the DVD bundle, and then the 2 songs. And I had already did the songs. He said he'll pay me on Thursday, which is today, April Fool's Day. So I was keeping him abreast of the progress. I said, okay, I've already done this one song. He's like, okay, cool. So I was getting ready to mail out the DVD. And since I already had 2 orders ready to go, I told him, I said, well, this is yesterday. I said, I need your shipping address so I can ship these out Thursday morning, even though I know you're going to pay me Thursday evening. But I'm not making 2 trips. I'm like, I need this information today so I can get to the post office first thing in the morning. Or this was yesterday. I said I need that information today, which was yesterday, Wednesday, so I can go to the post office Thursday morning. Because, again, I'm not making several trips. It doesn't make any sense. And then with the pandemic, you got to exercise some common sense and sense of responsibility. I'm like, if I don't have to be out there 3 times and only 2, I'm only be out there 2. I'm not going for additional time because, again, even without the pandemic kicking off, it just doesn't make sense to be going back and forth, especially like for $30, So I sent him an email yesterday. I said, I need your shipping address today so I can get this out tomorrow. And this is the response. And this is so classic, reading between the lines. It ain't even funny. This was his response. Okay, thank you. I'll do that. I'm like, why didn't you just do that when you sent this email saying you're going to do it, So then I immediately emailed him. I said, I need it now, dude, so I can have this ready for tomorrow morning. Didn't hear from no more. And like I told you, when people don't respond, it's kind of like saying, fuck you, I'm like, okay, I see where this is going. It ain't going nowhere. It's like, I don't know why people want to play these kind of games because when it comes to business, it's business. I'm not dragging feet. I'm not playing with you. I forgot none of that nonsense. It's like go ahead and execute, this transition or transaction, And I knew right then and there he had reneged. He's not going to send me this because he doesn't want to commit to what he's already committed to. And that's not a big deal, but what's the big deal is I've already done the 2 songs, which I spent about 4 fucking hours, getting these ready. Did them, ready to send them after you paid me on Thursday, which is the day, and it never came. So I just end up taking those 2 songs, which won't be ever posted on YouTube, and I sent it to my fellow bass players that have done tag requests with me. I just get sent it to them for free, But again, in the future, People that I first encounter regarding, my services, I'm just going to wait until I get payment. It's just unfortunate that you try to look out for people, because I'm trying to look out for you to get your product out early, even before you pay me, because you're not going to pay me until sometime in the afternoon or evening. So I'm trying to get this out already in the box by the time you send payment. I'm looking out for you. And as a result of that, I got screwed. I'm like, okay, well, that's not going to happen again. And it's just unfortunate that you got people that when it comes to business, they want to BS you. And it says a lot about your character when you don't follow through with your business plan. Because I'm just say this quickly, because I mentioned before, when I was in corporate America, it was this lady, real friendly, beautiful soul, very helpful, very polite in her business. Everybody liked her. And she had a good job, made good money, had a master's degree. She decided to quit her job and do some private business plan consulting. And me and my coworkers didn't say nothing because she's a grown woman. But we said, I don't think that's a good idea. She should wait till that business take off and then she leave her bread and butter. But she abandoned ship, and then she went to do this, and 90% of her clients were broke people that didn't want to pay. And she spent the majority of her day not helping them with a business plan for businesses, which is what she was doing, her specialty. She spent the majority of her day trying to get the money from the services she's already rendered, which she should have rendered until they gave her the money or down payment, and it puts me back in the mind of this. You're trying to help people and they want to screw you and play around with you. Like you got 4 hours of free time to give them, and then they start to change their mind and don't just come out and say, I changed my mind. They want to give you this weak ass excuse, or they're going to send it and they don't send it, And the purpose of this video and most of my videos is to educate young folks. Don't be one of them people that when it comes to business, you dragging ass. People got to go looking for you for their money and, hey, I forgot, I'll do it tomorrow. Leave them people alone, Leave those people alone. And normally that's what I do, but I thought I would just try to be helpful and proactive in helping you, And what I got in return was nothing, I just got played. I'm like, okay, I'll make my adjustment. From now on, the newcomers, payment first. Then I'll get started on your stuff. Then I send your stuff. I'm not jumping the gun anymore as far as I'm going to do it now and wait for you to pay me when you promise when you're going to pay me. Then you don't pay me, But I just thought I would, post this video because, again, I've done a series of these reading between the lines. And it's unfortunate that you got people that say one thing, do something totally different. But I won't say that was a learning experience. I would say this is an adjustment period. Because, again, unfortunately, some people mess it up for other people, just that simple, But I just thought I'll post this because I hope that the young folks take this message here, the story, and say, hey, I get it, Morris, man. When I tell another man that I'm going to do this, my word is bond. This is what I'm going to do. Or in the event that I can't do it or change my mind, at least I'll let that other man know before he goes into putting in time to put together this product that you requested and you were going to pay for it, and you never did. So until next time, take care, and thanks for watching.